With February 6, 2020 rapidly approaching, many NBA team executives are currently on the phone trying to finalize deals to either tweak or strengthen their respective team's position. We're going to take a look into who's doing what and to what price will it cost them. My name is Vernon F. Miller, and this is Sports News Stream, where we provide the latest updated content in sports. Please, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified of all the latest content we upload. If you're already a subscriber, thank you, and don't forget to hit that like button and leave a comment. We respond to all comments. Well, let's get right into it. As we all know, this is one of the funnest times of the NBA year. It's when the NBA trade deadline starts to rapidly approach, and a lot of teams are eagerly trying to strengthen or tighten up their positions, especially for the playoff run. As you know, February 6, 2020 at 3 p.m. the trade deadline will be here. So with that being said, let's get right into it of some of the movers and shakers and what names are really being thrown out there as we speak. Andre Iguodala is probably the hottest name floating around the trade board right now. He has multiple teams bidding for his services. As you know, Andre Iguodala was traded to the Memphis Grizzlies over the summer by the Golden State Warriors, and he has yet to report to the team, stating he is prepared to sit out the whole season if he isn't dealt to a viable contender. So with that being said, the leading candidate or the leading name that's being thrown around right now is the Miami Heat. They are definitely interested in Andre Iguodala's services. What they're willing to give up to obtain him has yet to be determined. He's definitely a defensive presence in the locker room and on the court. Championship caliber, championship experience. He would definitely be a great addition to already a pretty solid defensive team in one Miami Heat. Definitely, along with Jimmy Butler, they can definitely cause a lot of problems in the Eastern Conference. Also, the Lakers have been mentioned, and so has the Clippers have been mentioned. So that'll be very interesting to see how that plays out. Kyle Kuzma and the New York Knicks have their names have been linked together. Don't know what the Lakers would be wanting back. Kyle Kuzma has been the topic of trade talks from the within the Lakers for basically the whole season. His performance has been streaky, and the Lakers are definitely looking for something a little bit more aggressive and consistent, especially coming up on the playoff run. Speaking of the New York Knicks, the New York Knicks are also, from multiple sources, have thrown Julius Randle and Terry Rozier's name or hat in the ring of the trade ring. So don't know necessarily what they're looking for. I think Julius Randle would be a great addition to a team like the Philadelphia 76ers, who probably need a little bit of a more aggressive forward who can still stretch the floor, like Al Horford. Not particularly fond of Al Horford. I think that would be a great addition for the Sixers. Clint Capella is his name has been swirling around quite a lot in the last few days, probably in the last 48 hours. The Houston Rockets, from multiple sources, are looking maybe either for some picks, definitely a strong wing player to guard individuals like LeBron James and Paul George, or maybe a little bit better of a center. Teams have been linked to Clint Capella right now are the Atlanta Hawks and honest, recently the Boston Celtics have thrown their hat in the ring with Clint Capella. To be honest, either one of those teams get a Clint Capella, it could definitely be problems for teams like the Philadelphia 76ers or just the East in general. Clint Capella is definitely a guy that can defend around the rim. He's always around the rim attacking, so that'll definitely boost a Boston Celtics team who's definitely in need of a center like a Clint Capella. Robert Covington's name's definitely been popping up all over. Individuals are looking for his service because he's a 3-and-D type of guy, and he's definitely somebody that can stretch the floor for certain teams, especially in the playoffs. Now, the Timberwolves are looking for first-round picks for one Robert Covington. Yeah, good luck with that. Solid 3-ball guy, good defense. Not really a guy that can put the ball on the floor and attack the rim, but nonetheless, he's still a good defensive player. I just don't know if I could see any teams actually contemplating giving up a first-round pick for Robert Covington. On to Cleveland Cavaliers have made Tristan Thompson available for a trade. Solid big guy, strong with rebounds and things of that nature. He does have a hefty contract. I think the Cleveland Cavaliers are definitely looking to maybe free up some cap space or some payroll space. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. And we also have, I guess, the elephant in the room is D'Angelo Russell, who's probably the hottest basketball player out right now as far as trade rumors. There's no secret that the Minnesota Timberwolves tried to sign him during the offseason. They wanted to pretty much pair him up with their big man, Big Cat, but Golden State beat him to the punch. So now they, from multiple sources, are involving multiple teams to try to land D'Angelo Russell from Golden State to pair him up with Big Cat. Don't know what teams are really involved. Don't know what they're willing to give up. But if you're asking me, I'm pretty confident that Minnesota is going to get D'Angelo Russell. It's pretty much all or none for them right now, and I think that if they don't make a move like that right now, they could lose Big Cat in the future. So definitely looking to see how that plays out. A couple of honorable mentions. Philadelphia 76ers, they definitely have to do something. We're not talking about even Brett Brown. Brett Brown, he has to go. He isn't really maximizing that talent that he readily has available. But in the meantime, I don't think the Philadelphia 76ers and Elton Brand, I don't think they're going to fire him at this juncture of the season. So I'm pretty much thinking that they're going to try to ride it out and maybe make some adjustments to change some things up. But they definitely need a shooter. J.J. Redick has been linked to the Philadelphia 76ers along with Robert Covington. So that'll be interesting. I think the Philadelphia 76ers are underperforming at the lowest level you could possibly think of right now. They should at the very least be a third seed. Ben Simmons has been playing good ball. Rumor has it, a lot of rumors have it, people keep saying that Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid aren't meshing together. I don't think that's the problem. I think that you got both of those individuals packing the paint and they're just in each other's way. One should be at the top of the key and the other one should be in the post. So they definitely need a stretch shooter, somebody that can stretch their floor, and maybe another forward or a wing player coming off the bench to ignite that offense when it becomes a little stale. But nonetheless, again, February 6th, 2020 NBA draft. I'm sorry, the NBA trade deadline will be done. So be prepared. We got about 48 hours. So get ready to see a lot of moving going on within the NBA. And Sports News Stream will definitely keep you updated and abreast on all of the moves, trades, and transit acquisitions that will be happening within the NBA. That's all we have for right now. Thanks for listening.